Here, ready to give in. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Ahead of a Senate vote today on a House Republican-passed spending plan to keep the government from shutting down after midnight's funding deadline. Minority Leader Chuck Schumer now backs that bill, calling it bad, but a shutdown would be worse.
A lot of Democrats are angry about Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer's decision to support the GOP funding bill, but Democrats were stuck between a rock and a hard place, and there was genuine fear that a shutdown could permanently put the federal government at risk or trigger more layoffs. Here's Schumer talking about the dilemma.
I believe it is my job to make the best choice for the country to minimize the harms to the American people. Therefore, I will vote to keep the government open and not shut it down.
Fox's Madeline Rivera on the report there. Republicans need at least 8 Democrat votes today to move the bill forward. Another setback for President Trump in court as he tries to slash the federal workforce to save money. A federal judge in San Francisco ordered 6 federal agencies to offer thousands of fired probationary workers to have their jobs back. Another judge in Baltimore temporarily halted layoffs at more federal agencies. The president says he is not backing down on U.S. tariffs, threatening even more. Vice President Vance tells Fox,
"We have a $1 trillion trade deficit."
Now, the latest Trump threat is a 200% tariff on all alcohol from European Union countries unless the EU cancels a 50% tariff on American whiskey, which is part of the retaliation to U.S. tariffs this week on steel and aluminum, and there was another sell-off on Wall Street. Drama in Denver. An American Airlines flight on its way to Dallas was diverted there with engine issues. Then an engine caught fire on the ground. All the passengers had to use slides to evacuate the plane.
Overall, I think we had great support and feel lucky that it wasn't in the air and it happened when we were on the ground. And it'll just take some time to work through.
In Austin, Texas, a deadly pileup on a highway this morning. A crash involving 17 cars and trucks killed 5 people, including a baby. 11 others reportedly injured. America's listening to Fox News.
Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The voices America trusts. Download it now. From the Fox News Podcasts Network.
I'm Ben Domenech, Fox News contributor and editor of the Transom.com daily newsletter, and I'm inviting you to join a conversation every week with the smartest thinkers out there about the issues Americans face and where we're going as a nation. This show will feature deep dive interviews with newsmakers and some of your favorite Fox News analysts. I hope you'll join me as we dive into the fray. It's the Ben Domenech Podcast.
Subscribe and listen now by going to foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download podcasts.
Another congressman has died. Raul Grijalva, a Democrat from Arizona, had suffered from lung cancer. His death comes a week after Congressman Sylvester Turner from Texas, also a Democrat, died suddenly. SpaceX will try again tonight to launch a crew to the International Space Station just after 7 p.m. Eastern Time on a mission to finally bring 2 stranded astronauts home. They've been stuck there since June when the new Boeing spaceship took them to the station and then had technical problems and couldn't bring them back.
After 9 months in space, Boeing Starliner test pilots Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams will have to wait a little longer for the next astronaut rotation to arrive at the International Space Station so they can return to Earth. Wednesday's Crew 10 launch was scrubbed due to a technical problem with a clamp that holds the SpaceX rocket in place while it's on the ground.
SpaceX LD on countdown 1. At this time, we are standing down from today to further address hydraulic release data.
At Kennedy Space Center in Florida, Jonathan Seri, Fox News.
And speaking of space, a Senate hearing put a focus on the newest branch of the American military, the Space Force.
General Michael Gutlein is the Vice Chief of Space Operations. He summed up his branch's challenges this way.
What were once theoretical threats are now daily occurrences.
One of the biggest of those challenges is the Golden Dome missile shield proposed by President Trump.
It is a very bold vision that's going to have a lot of complexity to it.
He adds an interesting reference from history to put that challenge into perspective.
The only time that I can think of in the history of the United States where we have gone after something this complex was the Manhattan Project.
He also says the Golden Dome is symbolic in helping to determine
whether space remains a domain for peace and progress or becomes a contested battleground for future conflict.
Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are rising, but there's been a big sell-off this month. The Dow's down more than 3,000 points. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Of the 162 schools that have already signaled an intent to participate in the Tennessee Education Freedom Scholarship Program, none are from Putnam County. That according to a release from the State Department of Education this week, the Herald Citizen reporting that Cumberland County's Trinity Academy has expressed interest in the program. Several downtown Baxter businesses had to be evacuated Thursday after a gas line ruptured near the intersection of 4th Avenue and Broad Street. Baxter Fire Chief Matt White said nearby construction work damaged the line. The all clear given around 11:30 after crews repaired the line. The DeKalb County Grand Jury has indicted the man who stands accused of kidnapping and raping a woman in December of 2024. 34-year-old Timothy Ryan Lawson is charged with 2 counts of aggravated kidnapping and rape. Sheriff's deputies say he held a woman against her will and raped her a total of 5 times. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:06. Happy Friday, Sheila.
Gonna be a good day. Jason Grider. It's Friday.
Yeah.
A high is gonna be 75.
Oh.
And we've got 54 right now.
We got Coach Kim Roseman coming in today.
We certainly do.
And then on Sunday, it's the big selection show.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be at Midtown Social. Opens at 5:30. The team arrives at 5:45. Party starts at 6. Show starts at 7. Come out and have fun with us at Midtown Social and see which team, our team, the Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles, are going to be playing at the big dance.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, so everybody come out and join us.
That'd be fun. And, of course, Upper Cumberland Reporter, they're usually in every Friday, but they are at the Glass House.
Yeah, they're in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, they're calling some games. And
Glass House.
Been down there watching some games and then calling some. Time for things you need to know.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Putnam County EMS, they want to congratulate their Impact Award winner, which is critical care paramedic Cole Maynard.
Way to
Cole
go,
Maynard,
Cole.
you're bad.
Cole
I mean,
Maynard.
in a good way.
Cole Maynard.
He was recognized for his remarkable selflessness and unwavering dedication to our community, especially during the holiday season when a patient urgently needed critical care transport to reunite with their family for the holidays. Cole selflessly chose to step away from his own family on Christmas Eve.
Wow.
And he came in on his day off, ensuring that the patient could experience the joy of being with loved ones during their special time of the year.
Dude.
Cole Maynard. I already love this guy.
Come on now.
He deserves that award.
Absolutely.
So, Cole, you are awesome, and thank you for all of your service to the community.
Mm-hmm. The Clay County Courthouse is going to have a screening of a documentary about one of the Upper Cumberland's most notorious criminals on Sunday.
Ooh.
It's called A Long Hard Streak. It's about a dude from Fentress County named Billy Dean Anderson.
That's a good name.
A Methodist preacher turned criminal who was on the 10 most wanted fugitives list in 1975.
A preacher.
Turned criminal.
You know he knew better than that.
Yeah. That'll be neat. I think that starts tomorrow at 2:30.
And where's this at again?
It's going to be at the Fentress County Courthouse.
Man, I'd
Clay
like
County
to see that.
Courthouse. And I guess if the weather's bad, they'll do it inside. I'm not sure about what their weather plans are. But 2:30 tomorrow is where you can see that. I don't know where you can see it after it. I hope it's on some sort of streaming something, because I'd love to see
Me
that.
too, yeah.
Billy Dean Anderson.
That sounds like a cool name, too.
Yeah.
Preacher Anderson,
Yeah.
turned criminal.
Right.
That would be a good movie, wouldn't it? Upper Cumberland Business Journal had reported last night that a vehicle ran into the front portion of the Dollar General on Burgess Falls Road in Putnam County. I was seeing that, and I was like,
oh no, where will we find another Dollar General to shop at?
but it's all boarded up, and it is closed right now.
Oh no.
The building has been shut. No reopening timeline has been set.
Oh, there's so few Dollar Generals.
Oh, yeah, every corner. But still, if that's the one you go to, that's
How
a
are
big
we
deal.
going to shop at Dollar General now with that one gone? Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, thank you, Business Journal.
Man. Hey, our buddy Blair Dudley, Hip Cookeville,
Yes.
does a great job at bringing some shows to CPAC.
Yeah, he does.
And they're these great tribute bands. I mean, they're great. They're not just bands. So that this is their deal, you know.
You're real cute. Explain. They're not just bands. They're good.
You know what I'm saying?
I do, because
I mean, go to a
tribute
bar.
bands, you can take them or leave them.
Right.
He always has great tribute band. I mean, they're like really great musicians, great
Mm-hmm.
singers, and just put on a great show.
The tribute bands put everything into being these other people.
Yeah,
you know,
they
so it's
do.
not like going to a bar and hearing a cover band.
Right.
They-
It's not the same.
Right. I mean, you saw Heart. or the
Oh
Heart-
my
the Heart
gosh, they've been
tribute.
one of my favorites I've seen, and she sounded a lot like Ann Wilson
Yeah.
and could hit the notes.
Right. And that's so because that's what they do. They
And
specialize.
she loved Ann Wilson. You know, like she does. I mean, I don't know how to explain it good.
Well,
It's like
coming up on March 21st, so not today, but next Friday.
right.
There's a John Mellencamp or John Cougar Mellencamp
I'm excited.
called Pink Houses.
How cool!
And our sister station, 106.1 The Eagle, they've teamed up with Hip Cookeville, and if you get tickets and you put in the promo code Eagle, you can save $5 a ticket.
That's good. That's good.
So I went on YouTube and looked them up.
Mm-hmm. Great.
I mean, they're really good. So and you know, support Blair and Hip Cookeville
Please
with
do that. And what's
this
great,
kind of stuff.
it's just as good as a show in Nashville, and yet it's right here at home. It's like I don't have
Absolutely.
to drive an hour and a half,
It's all the fun you can ask for.
and it's just a great night.
Yeah.
Well, they're hiring at, let me see where this is. EMS, maybe? Oh, I cut it off. Anyway, it says, join our team, contribute to building a stronger community. They offer competitive pay, holiday pay, sick pay, comprehensive pay.
Somebody does.
But it says open positions, full-time paramedics, part-time on other levels too. Send it to Chris Massengale, 510-0691.
That's Overton County.
Overton County EMS then.
Chris is Overton County EMS.
All right then. So Overton County. Yeah, you're right. Now I've scrolled it down a little bit. There was something coming over and
I know
covering
my
it
I
up.
know my EMS people now. I don't know why.
Well, because they're important.
Yeah.
They help save lives.
The Oakley STEM Center is doing a thing called Engineering Our World. It's for third graders through eighth grade. They'll explore the exciting world of engineering, and it's hosted in partnership with the College of Engineering at Tennessee Tech. It's going to be led by different engineering departments, and that's grades 3 through 8. It's a free event. It's in the Ashraf Islam building, Tennessee Tech, and that starts this afternoon. It's from 5 to 8. It's free and open to the public. So if you've got a kid in 3rd through 8th grade that has shown some interest in that, or you just want to expose them to that. Be a great thing to do this afternoon.
And that's all I have with things you need to know.
I think I've got one more.
Okay.
No, mine was the Dollar General they got ran into.
Oh, you had that too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a big deal.
It was. Where are we going to shop now?
Where are you going to shop?
That's the Burgess Falls, in case you're just joining. Burgess Falls.
Hey, good luck finding another Dollar General is all I got to say.
Your 2 cents is brought to you by
Maybe
Freedom
you can stop
Pond.
by one of the mini vape shops
Yeah, that's true.
and get directions to another Dollar General.
Well, Freedom Pond is in Sparta on Mayberry Street. They are your guns and ammo store. Plus, they have generators and DVDs. Anything you need to check out.
Oh, yeah.
Go to Freedom Pond first.
Generators and DVDs.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. That's what's so cool.
That's what I'm going to go get if Red Dawn ever breaks out.
Yeah, that's the original movie.
Right.
When you travel, what's the one thing you hate to leave behind? Oh, wow. I've stumped Jason.
I have no idea. I've never thought about it.
He don't like to travel.
Yeah.
Like, it can be something you forget to put in your suitcase.
Deodorant.
You and your deodorant, you have a rough time with it.
Deodorant, toothpaste, maybe.
Toothpaste. Well, you can get that anywhere. There's
I know.
Dollar General around the corner.
Is there? We don't know that anymore. The Dollar General apocalypse out there right now.
Well, I wonder what happened with them running into it. I mean, the whole front of it was just.
I guess is they thought it was an R, but it was in D.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
And boom.
So when you say travel, do you mean like for vacation or, or
Yeah.
you're not going to be home for
Right.
a few days?
You're going to be gone a few days, maybe a week.
Well, I'm going to have to think about that, Sheila.
All right. You think about it.
I'm pretty organized when I'm getting ready to go somewhere.
Too. And I even make a little list, like, don't forget this, this, and this.
Cell phone charger.
Yes.
I think that's.
Or I've even left it behind. Usually I'm really good at it, but I've left it at a hotel before.
Your phone charger?
Oh, it's a pain.
Well, I bet they got a bunch of them.
Yeah, there were some that's left behind that they didn't even take out the
Yeah.
wall. I'm like, that's mine. Or maybe they leave it for me.
I don't know. Some of the fancy ones have it where it's just in the lamp.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so your 2 cents brought to you by Freedom Pond. That's coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window studio. Hang out with us, guys. We'll be right back.
Disease, sickness, and injury are burdens for anyone, but especially when you have no one to help you. Be a blessing to a neighbor who is alone in the hospital and facing a health emergency. Learn more at CookevilleRegionalCharity.org.
It's the Upper Cumberland Home Builders Association 2025 Home and Garden Show, March 29th and 30th at DeMonico Winery and Vineyards. With local vendors, shopping, exhibits, giveaways, and more. Tickets are just $5. Don't miss the Upper Cumberland Home and Garden Show.
Hey, Golden Eagle fans, get ready to put on your dancing shoes. This is Kim Roseman, head women's basketball coach of your 2025 Ohio Valley Conference champions. And we want you to join us for March Madness this Sunday, March 16th at Midtown Social, as we celebrate a historic season and find out where our Golden Eagles will be headed in the NCAA tournament. For the first time in 25 years, your Tennessee Tech women's basketball team has claimed both the regular season and tournament championships. And with 26 wins and counting, this team has secured the most victories in 35 years, and we're not done yet. Come be part of the excitement at our NCAA Selection Show party. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. and the selection show starts at 7 p.m. That's this Sunday, March 16th at Midtown Social. We can't wait to celebrate with you. Wings up.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. One of our clients says something interesting about why he chose us.
He said the financial advisor he had worked with up to this point in his life wasn't the one to get him through retirement. Is that you? You've made it this far, but you recognize you don't get a do-over when you're actually in retirement. It's not too late to feel confident about your financial future. The first step is easy. Set up a phone consultation or in-person meeting with any of our offices by calling us at 615-851-1950 or just go to paulwinkler.com.
And now located in Cookeville.
Hey, you exhausted every day? Maybe you have the 3 p.m. crash or struggling with memory issues, having a hard time focusing. You have to stop and pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. I never run out of energy, and I'm fully focused. Strong Cell. It's a revolutionary supplement that has truly changed my life. I use it every single day. It gives you natural energy, helps me stay focused all day long, and just makes me feel better overall. Whether you're a working mom or dad or homeschooling your kids or some of our loyal men and women behind the wheel across the country, try Strong Cell. It'll change your life. Linda uses it as well.
I use it every single day. I have my kids using it, my parents using it, my in-laws using it, my friends using it, and I am telling you, it is immediate. It is one of the only ways you can get NADH on the market, and it works.
Go to HannityStrong.com. Use the promo code Hannity. You get a special 20% off any order. Once again, HannityStrong.com. And Strong Cell believes in their products so much, you get a 60-day no-risk policy. Invest in your health. I did it. It changed my life.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:21.
And a high today around 75 for us. Going to be a pretty day. And we're at 54 right now.
There is some bad weather that could be here tonight and into tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And so glad we teamed up with Upper Cumberland Weather and Anthony Taylor. If you have the Hub Plus app, the Upper Cumberland Weather Channel is on the Hub Plus app, so you can watch it there. Of course, he's on the radio with us now.
Mm-hmm.
It's updated through the weekend.
He's fantastic.
His Facebook and YouTube page.
Yeah.
He'll be live during all that if it gets real bad. So he's really a guy you can depend on with the weather. So we're lucky to have a great partnership with Upper Cumberland Weather, and this weekend he'll be Johnny on the spot.
He's so great, and he explains everything so well.
I love that dude. Such a great guy. It's 6:22 now.
Freedom Pond brings you your 2 cents, the question we do every day. And they're located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. They've got guns, ammo, bows, arrows, all the things. If you're a hunter. Archery stuff. That sounds real fancy. And then jewelry. What else? Generators. It's hard, but it's one of the cleanest, friendliest pawn stores around, too.
You'll just have to go by.
You really do have to go by. If you haven't went in there, you need to.
Right.
Here's the question. Your 2 cents. When you travel, what's the one thing you hate to leave behind? It could be, you forget to put it in your suitcase. What is it? You leave it at a hotel?
Snacks.
You hate that? You hate to leave that behind?
I hate to because I don't like stopping.
Oh, yeah. He don't like stopping.
I don't like stopping. So I like to carry some snacks. If I'm traveling with my dad or something,
yeah,
my mom pre-makes snacks for both of us.
Yes. Isn't that the good old days, too?
Good old days.
Oh, she still does.
Yeah.
Oh, she makes it for you.
Yeah.
We used to, make the homemade peanut butter and crackers.
Me and my dad, we went to a Tennessee football game, and she made snacks for just the trip to Knoxville.
See, that's great. That's great. So when you travel, what's the one thing
you were asking me yesterday? How did you not end up so spoiled?
And he goes, "Have you met me?" But he's sweet to other people too. Yeah. I mean, you're not selfish.
Completely. And my dad's spoiled too.
And he's sweet.
Right. He's an only child as well.
No, I didn't realize this.
I'm the only child of an only child. Whoa.
And Tommy G, your daddy, is really sweet too.
He's a good fella.
So,
we owe it all to my mama. She
yeah.
kept us in check.
She does. She don't let you get by with anything. Yeah. John said the thing he hates to leave behind, and he may be joking about this, but this actually happened to me one time. His underwear, he hates leaving that behind. I have, laid out all my clothes and stuff, and underwear, didn't think about it.
Yeah, I've left underwear.
And I'm particular about my undies. And it's hard to find them just anywhere. And then I was on the search for buying underwear.
Yeah. Well,
and it's a pain.
Mine are available at Dollar General.
But they could be boarded up because somebody ran through the front.
Right.
Bobby Sue said her pillow and her fan.
Bobby Sue.
Michael said he hates to leave his motorcycle behind. It's a very, very intimate relationship with his motorcycle. But I know what he means. He can't always take it with him if he's traveling, and he probably misses getting on the bike and feeling free.
On the open road.
Yeah.
The wind blowing through his hair.
Yeah.
Like he's Fabio or something.
Archie said, anyone that knows me can answer that for me. Well, I know you, but I don't know exactly what you're talking about.
A guitar.
Bible.
Oh, either one.
I bet. But then, don't they still have Bibles in different places you stay?
I don't know.
Don't tell me they've taken that away.
I don't know.
I get this. Someone hates to leave their fur baby. Sometimes you got to.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. My camera. Gosh, yes. If you're traveling, well, you got one on your phone.
Yeah.
But
why do you need anything else?
I like my fancy camera for fancy pictures.
Oh, my bad.
Jason, not you.
Well, no.
Another Jason.
I'm not going to comment.
My baby, Lulu. And look at Lulu.
Oh, it's a little dog.
Looks like a little Chihuahua mix.
Chihuahua dog.
And it's like cream color. Real pretty color.
Yeah.
Thanks for the picture, too. You know I like the animal pictures. Robin said, clothes and toiletries. Like you might pack certain things and then forget.
Yeah.
Here's one thing that I've forgotten before, too. Like a jacket. Like when it's in between.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
I remember going to Miami once and thinking, what's Miami?
Yeah.
And I didn't even take a long sleeve.
Right.
But they had a cold spell.
The evenings can get real chilly,
Yeah.
especially, close to the water.
Yeah, it was cold.
Yeah.
In Miami, and I was like, oh, man, I wish I'd have brought something.
Yeah.
Luckily, there's some stores in Miami that
got little
sell
jackets.
It.
Yeah. And then Angela said she's forgotten her medicine before, like
Oh, boy.
blood pressure medicine.
That'd be
and stuff.
terrible.
Yeah. Toothbrush. Johnny Ferguson said he hates to leave behind his wife.
Oh.
Johnny.
That's sweet.
And then everybody else is saying they're fur babies.
Yeah. Well, I can see that.
I miss my fur babies.
I miss them, but I'm not like, oh, I wish they were here.
I am.
Well, I'm not, because that's a bunch of trouble. Then you got them to take care of.
Well,
Why would we go on vacation?
it's more when I lay down and go to sleep and they sleep with me.
You allow your animals to sleep with you?
My cats do. My dog doesn't.
Yeah.
Because, well, she's still like puppy. And I don't want to wake up and clean pee off the bed in the morning. But I'm hoping she'll eventually get to that. That where she can go on. She can, in her crate, she'll go all night without doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
But on the bed, she's like, I'm free. Let me just go.
See, that's why you don't need to be taking them on vacation.
That's right, because.
When you travel.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like traveling because
You hate traveling.
I hate it.
You hate everything about it.
I mean, I'm not even a big fan of leaving the county, to be honest with you.
But you like seeing other places and food and all that stuff.
I like that.
Once you're there, you like it.
Yes.
It's the traveling part.
I hate going and I hate coming back.
Yeah.
Hate it.
That's me. But I want to go see things. I want to go see other cultures. I want to see places.
I will if I absolutely have to.
Yeah.
I'll do it. But I don't want to do it.
But you saw lots of different places in your
Yeah.
younger years.
I've been around a bit. I've been around.
Have you been around?
I've been around the block a few times. I've seen all I need to see.
I'm done with it. I just want to stay in my county.
Right, yeah. When I was younger, you're right. I went and I saw some things.
He saw a lot of things. I've heard stories.
And now I don't need to see things anymore.
I know about those things.
I'm good. Got it all under my belt now.
Yeah.
So it's 6:29, and coming up, we've got spoiler alert for you. That's the latest in the world of entertainment and music. So we'll get to that here in just a little bit on Good Morning Cookeville, live here from the Willow Window Studio. Y'all hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Of the 162 schools that have already signaled an intent to participate in the Tennessee Education Freedom Scholarship Program, none are from Putnam County. That, according to a release from the State Department of Education this week, the Herald-Citizen reporting that Cumberland County's Trinity Academy has expressed interest in the program. Several downtown Baxter businesses had to be evacuated Thursday after a gas line ruptured near the intersection of 4th Avenue and Broad Street. Baxter Fire Chief Matt White said nearby construction work damaged the line. The all clear given around 11:30 after crews repaired the line. The DeKalb County Grand Jury has indicted the man who stands accused of kidnapping and raping a woman in December of 2024. 34-year-old Timothy Ryan Lawson is charged with 2 counts of aggravated kidnapping and rape. Sheriff's deputies say he held a woman against her will and raped her a total of 5 times. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. Yesterday in Murfreesboro, the White County Warriorettes saw their season come to a close, losing to Dyersburg 52-42 in the Class 3A state quarterfinals. The Cookeville Lady Cavaliers are back in the state semifinals after their 49-37 win against Lincoln County. Carolee Gilbert led the Lady Cavs in scoring with 19 points. In the SEC tournament yesterday, Ole Miss beat Arkansas 83-80, Missouri over Mississippi State 85-73, and Texas beat Texas A&M in double overtime 94-89. The Longhorns move on to play Tennessee in the SEC tournament quarterfinals today at 2:30. Golden State Warrior Steph Curry became the first player in NBA history to hit 4,000 career three-pointers. Curry passed the previous record of 2,973 back in 2021 and now continues to add on to his own record with 4,000 plus. Join us today on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel as the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers play Bartlett in the 4A state semifinals at 7:15 this evening. We'll also have website coverage on UpperCumberlandReporter.com for Van Buren County and York Institute. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Stuart Varney, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Tesla stock is up in the pre-market. Reuters is reporting the electric vehicle maker plans to make a lower-cost version of its best-selling Model Y in Shanghai. The news agency, citing 3 people with knowledge of the matter, said it's aiming to regain ground lost during a price war in its second-largest market. The Shanghai output will be mainly sold in China to defend market share there, according to sources. And shares of DocuSign also to the upside after reporting fiscal fourth quarter adjusted earnings that topped Wall Street estimates. The company said DocuSign's artificial intelligence-powered agreement management platform was driving rapid traction with customers, and that subscription revenue in the quarter rose 9% from a year earlier. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Lillian Wu, invested in you.
Something amazing is happening here. The next era of AI has arrived. CDW data engineers are helping organizations harness the power of AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. The power to run workloads faster means greater productivity, giving your business a better shot at success. Intel and CDW make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/intelclient.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. Skies will be mostly sunny for much of the day with highs climbing into the mid-70s. Winds may be gusty at times. Storms will be working their way toward our region overnight, bringing the potential for severe weather by early Saturday morning. Damaging winds, large hail, and even a tornado or two are all possible.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400 The
Good
Hub.
morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:35.
We're excited that we have Tennessee Tech lady. No, I mess up every time. Wait, Tennessee Tech women's basketball head coach Kim Roseman.
There you go. Sheila.
Y'all, it's not that I'm an idiot not knowing our name of our team. I do, but remember, I was in the Eaglet thing. I was in the years where it was Eaglettes.
So was I.
Well, that's my excuse. I don't have another one.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. Tennessee Tech women's basketball team.
You haven't used the day excuse all week this week.
I'm actually in a good mood. I feel wide awake. I'm just Sheila.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not anything to do with days of the week. It's Sheila.
I'm glad we finally made that breakthrough.
It was hard for me to admit. Now maybe I can move on.
Spoiler alert time on prime time tonight. You've got NCIS Sydney, Dateline NBC, and Shark Tank all tonight.
I hate it when I miss Shark Tank. I love that show.
And the Vols play Texas today in the SEC tournament. I forgot what time.
I don't know.
I think it's early in the day, but go Vols. The new to stream Dope Thief, that's on Apple TV Plus. That's a series premiere there. Saturday, 48 hours, and hopefully more Vols basketball.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, The Equalizer, Grosse Pointe Garden Society, American Idol, and the $100,000 Pyramid, and also the women's basketball NCAA selection show.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be at Midtown Plaza for the Midtown Plaza.
Midtown Social. See? Just say it's Sheila.
Midtown Plaza. I think that's where Sears used to be when I was a kid, where Dogwood Park is now.
Right.
I think that used to be called Midtown Plaza.
It did.
Did
I
it?
think it did. Yeah.
I went way back for that one.
Cotton Eye Joe and all
Things
that.
that don't exist anymore.
See?
Pop in your head.
That's what happens to me every day.
Midtown Plaza.
It's like the cup is full because we're old. We've lived a long life. Then you just have to dump the cup a little bit to make room for more.
Right.
And then all of a sudden the cup goes, hey, I've got little remnants of Midtown Plaza.
Yeah. Just down from the Drama Center.
Yeah. Them Eaglettes.
Doug Kiker, known as the singing garbage man from American Idol season 18.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Passed away, 32 years old. He's the one who did Bless the Broken Road.
Yeah.
And made Katy Perry cry. He's survived by his 2 kids. The cause of death remains undisclosed.
That's sad, though.
Daniel Radcliffe will star alongside Tracy Morgan in NBC comedy pilot. Tracy Morgan plays a disgraced football star seeking redemption, and Harry Potter plays Arthur Tobin.
Harry Potter plays Daniel Radcliffe. That was good.
He's Harry Potter.
I know he is, but on this, he won't be Harry Potter.
He's Arthur Tobin in this, a filmmaker documenting his comeback. So that might be good.
I feel like it's so hard for Daniel Radcliffe because no matter where I see him, I still think Harry Potter.
He's Harry Potter.
And I can't get that out of my head and get into the other character he's playing.
Well, and that's the problem with all the actors and actresses that were in Harry Potter.
Worse on some than others.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's so Harry Potter.
George and Amal Clooney are hosting a Lake Como fundraiser, offering a $250,000 per couple package that includes dinner at their villa and luxury accommodations. Proceeds benefit their Clooney Foundation.
Nice.
Now, I ain't got $250,000, but I bet their luxury villa is nice.
Oh, I bet it's very nice.
Some good news to report about legendary DJ Matt Pinfield. He's on the comeback trail after the debilitating stroke 6 weeks ago. He told the Hollywood Reporter, "Guys, I'm alive. I'm recovering and going to come back swinging." So prayers to Matt Pinfield and his family. We always want to support our local DJs.
Most definitely.
Even if they're in Los Angeles.
Not as much, but even then.
A judge has granted Blake Lively a modified protective order in her legal dispute with Justin Baldoni. Judge Louis J. Lyman has ruled that while certain confidential materials will remain protected, and an attorney's eyes only designation can only be applied if their disclosure is highly likely to cause a significant business, commercial, financial, or privacy issue.
Jason, that sounds confusing. Is it over now?
I don't know. I think they're still just trying to get started with it.
Oh, my goodness.
But I hope they put it out there where we can all understand it, because I think now we're invested in it.
Well, we've heard it like so long, every day almost.
Tiger Woods has been quietly dating Vanessa Trump. That's the ex-wife of Donald Trump Jr. for several months. And Donald Jr. says he's cool with that. Vanessa and Donald, they're married for 12 years. They got divorced in 2018. And their daughter is Kai Trump, the top golfer in the Trump family. Remember her?
Uh-huh.
And she just committed to the University of Miami to play golf for them. And now Tiger Woods might be her stepdaddy.
Isn't that something? You think they're really in love, or Vanessa goes, why don't I get in good with you and you can give my daughter some pointers?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how that works. Recently, Tiger Woods faced some personal challenges, including a ruptured Achilles tendon requiring surgery, and also the death of his mom.
Yeah.
And Tiger Woods' son is an incredible golfer.
That's not surprising.
Well, they put them side by side, and it's like watching Tiger. You know, the swings and
moving the same,
and all of that stuff. I mean, it's
same
almost
form.
yeah.
Not a bad form to have if you're a golfer.
Nikki Glaser, she hosted the Golden Globes this past time, and I was kind of worried about that because Nikki Glaser is not the cleanest or most politically correct. She's on all the roasting stuff, and I was like, that's probably going to turn out
She did a good job, though.
Well, she did, and now they picked her up to do it again.
Yeah.
So she'll be hosting the Golden.
She stayed true to who she was without being so raunchy.
Yeah, she's a pretty lady.
Yeah, she is, and she looked so pretty at that night too. Yeah.
Coming up, we've got the real good. That's a couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. And if you've watched the news, well, we need some.
We need it. Yeah.
Positive and uplifting. And also round 5 of Ask Sheila. It don't mean nothing. She can't be.
Stop acting like that.
Well, you can't beat your top score.
It still means something. I try really hard.
All right. She's going to try
Don't mean nothing.
really hard.
Jason, it's Friday. Don't ruin it for me.
So that's coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville. Stick around.
Don't mean nothing.
Root for Sheila, as this means everything.
Everything to me.
This Friday's Ask Sheila means everything.
Thank y'all for your support.
That's coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Then Jesus went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues, preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing every sickness and every disease among the people. Matthew chapter 9, verse 35. Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers with the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. Join us every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on our radio program, Words of Exhortation, as we study through the Gospel of Matthew right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve Him and serve others.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Looking for incredible deals and unique finds? Discover the Habitat Restore off South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville. From furniture and home decor to appliances and building materials, we've got everything you need to spruce up your space, all at unbeatable prices. Plus, every purchase supports Habitat for Humanity, helping families build their dream homes right here in our community. So why wait? Visit Habitat Restore today and uncover treasures while making a difference. South Jefferson Avenue, right here in Cookeville.
You've prolonged it enough. 1 year quickly turned into 2, 2 years into 10, and now you've lost track of how long it's been since you've seen the dentist.
A trip to the dental office can be a scary thing for many people, but there is help. Hi, I'm Dr. Sandy Hayes.
And I'm Dr. Kevin Hayes. At Hayes Family Dentistry, we're changing the way people think about going to the dentist. We use the latest advancements in dental technology, including sedation dentistry, which offers hope to people who fear going to the dentist, or patients who need to have a lot of dental work done in just fewer appointments.
With one little peel, you'll ease into a state of relaxation and all of your fears will melt away, allowing us to correct years of dental problems, often in just one visit.
For more information, call us at Hayes Family Dentistry, 931-526-1614. That's 931-526-1614, or visit hayesdentistry.com and find out how easy it is to have the smile you've always wanted.
If you have automotive needs, Dependable Auto Sales and Service, along with Colonial Automotive, would love to help you. Whether it's towing or service, body shop needs, are you ready for a new car? We have everything you need, including the financing, including the warranties. It doesn't matter what it is, DAS is on your side. Please come see us at 1575 Interstate Drive, right here in Cookeville, 931-526-7355. That's 931-526-7355, 24/7 at dasautosales.com.
Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio, and Willow Window has their new summer space and summer spaces.
No, it's not. It's summer space.
I know, but it's hard to say.
We've talked about this before, Jason.
Because you can do multiple things. I think it should be summer spaces.
I'm telling you, you can have awnings. You can have cabanas around your pool. You can also, with your deck, they can do a deck where they put windows in it that open up.
Yeah.
That open up.
Windows that open.
Well, I meant...
They're really getting after it.
You know how some people do a sunroom, so it's almost like a sunroom, but you're not stuck in that room.
Right.
I mean, it's good for the wintertime plus summertime.
Well, they've got several different options. You can come by here and look at some of their stuff at 310 Newman Drive, or you can have a person come out to your home and look where you want your summer space and then be able to show you different options. It's just a new thing that Willow Window's doing, and they don't contract people to do it.
No, they're all in-house.
And that means something.
Yes.
And then they show up on time. It's a really great organization here. So,
And windows that open.
And windows that open. It's this newfangled thing they're trying.
You can have an enclosed deck, but then not so enclosed is what I meant.
Them opening windows.
Oh, that's something.
What are they going to think of next? Man, toilets that flush.
Come on.
Wow, man. Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it
The Real Good.
Back in 2003, Natalie Gilbert was 13 years old, and she had been chosen to sing the national anthem before a basketball playoff game in Portland, Oregon. 20 seconds into the song, Natalie had a brain fart and forgot the lyrics.
Natalie, that sounds like me.
There are 20,000 fans in the stands and a national television audience, and
she was nervous.
She just got stuck.
Yeah.
She was embarrassed. Oh, the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, Maurice Cheeks, realized that Natalie was struggling, so he stepped in next to her and helped her finish the song.
How sweet.
Well, earlier this week, 22 years after their unforgettable national anthem moment, Natalie and Maurice reunited for another heartwarming performance. Natalie was once again in Portland and was once again chosen to sing the national anthem before a basketball game. And Maurice was there, now an assistant coach for the New York Knicks. Natalie, she got up there and nailed it, Star Spangled Banner in half court, with Maurice proudly watching from the sidelines. After the performance, Natalie, was talking about that moment and the kindness of Maurice for coming out and helping her. She said, this moment changed my life, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. I wouldn't go back in time and change it at all. Seeing him and seeing that he's still the stand-up guy today that he was back then is amazing.
And then they got married.
They didn't get married.
That would have been cute.
Then they found $5.
Yeah, okay.
The Balsam family in Fairfax, Virginia, has made a charity effort part of their family traditions. 9-year-old Caroline, 6-year-old Audrey, and 5-year-old Joanna love giving their time and money to help others. They're currently raising funds for St. Jude's Research Hospital by making snow globes. The snow globes the kids put together are free, but through donations, they've already raised $510, which is more than half of their goal. They wanted to get to 1,000. The snow globes feature different scenes, from cozy cottages to festive holiday displays. Each one is unique and lovingly made. We're trying to raise as much money as we can, said Caroline. We're really trying to help, and I think this is a great way and a great thing to do to share a fun experience with other people and also get a snow globe.
And also get a snow globe. That's all I mean. Yeah, we're doing this. That's what, and we get a snow globe.
I figure that's how 9-year-old Caroline would say it, or Caroline.
That's right. I'm not 9.
Oh, but sometimes.
You can't ever lose that kid at heart about you.
All right, Sheila, you ready here for the Friday edition of Ask
I
Sheila?
am, and it means a lot.
Now, she can't beat her high score. She's not going to win a championship or anything like that. But you know what? It is how you end the season. I mean, this is probably how Vanderbilt feels.
Thanks for comparing me to Vandy.
Just trying to get bowl eligible.
Okay.
First question, Sheila.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, this looks like it's about men.
All right, then.
8 out of 10 men in a recent survey said this was their favorite toy as a child. What was it?
G.I. Joe.
No.
A little pistol.
I'll give it to you since this matters a whole lot. A squirt gun.
A squirt gun. I was thinking, cowboys and Indians.
I'm giving it to you, Sheila.
Thank you.
Take the win.
Thank you. Goodness.
My gosh.
It's Friday. You need to be nicer.
Trying to give you an answer here, and you're like,
I was trying to work through why I said what I said.
well, it just makes sense because when you're a little boy, you can turn anything into a pistol.
Yeah.
You got look at that stick.
Yeah.
That's
Pew, pew, pew.
it's like a gun.
Pew, pew.
Oh, look at that one. It's a little bit longer. That's like a rifle.
Yeah.
A lot of stick rifles growing.
Right.
A recent survey shows that 73% of men prefer not to go here on a first date or any other date for that matter. Where is it?
A bar.
All right. But what kind of bar?
A loud one with loud music and you can't talk.
I'll give it to you, Sheila. A dance club.
Well, yeah. A dance club bar.
Well, there is no dance club that doesn't have a bar that I've been to.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Hey, I said it. Give it to me.
I am. I'm giving it to you.
I'm being real good.
Well, you are complaining a lot about me giving you.
Well, I got it right, I feel like. It's not a give me. Just like the other day I got it right and you're like, I'm giving it to you. Like you want to be the star.
No. I just want you to get it right.
See y'all how I work on him. I'm ready.
Now, if you don't get this one, I'm not giving you any hints.
See, you're being kind of mean today.
No, I mean, you should get this one.
Like he's got like usually he picks on me, we go back and forth, and he's just like, well, I'm not gonna give it to you.
Well, I mean, I think you'll get this one.
All right then.
Gosh, can't even have confidence in her.
I don't know if it's for real or not.
I'm getting tired of you gaslighting me all the time.
You sound just like a woman. Are you gaslighting me?
Why do you keep gaslighting me for?
Yeah, that's me.
I'm not even sure what that means.
Make them feel crazy.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Stop it. Stop it.
In a recent study on fear, men admit to being more afraid than women when it comes to doing this. What is it?
Well, I know what you're afraid of.
What is that, Sheila?
He's afraid of the dentist.
And guess what the answer is?
It's not, is it?
Going to the dentist.
Wow. I was just kidding with you and I got it right.
That's what I said. That's what I was saying. You can't help but get this right.
Okay. Wait. I got all three. With the help of Jason trying to give it to me.
Sheila. You got them all three right.
It was very important.
On the most important day ever for Ask Sheila.
Did I break records?
No, but you did for a Friday. I don't think you've ever gotten three right on a Friday before.
I don't remember.
I don't either, but I thought I'd give you that.
Okay. Yeah, first time I got all three right on a Friday.
I'm trying to give you a little something here.
Thank you. I'm just going to take it. Thanks.
That's all I was looking for, just a little
Coach
thing.
Roseman, I hope you still come in. I promise I'll make him straighten up.
Is she here at 7 or 7:30?
7:30.
Okay. She's probably not listening. Sheila, happy Albert Einstein's birthday. And it's also Celebrate Scientist Day, Genius Day, International Day of Mathematics, and National Pi Day because it's 3.14.
That's why I was trying so hard. That's why I said this day was important. National Genius Day, getting all three right.
Yep. You and Einstein.
Genius.
That's what everybody's talking about.
Well, they said he couldn't even tie his shoe, but he was smart on other things. Maybe that's me.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
You're so smart that you can't even.
That I'm dumb.
Right. It's Learn About Butterflies Day.
You like butterflies.
You know, I love that when you go Tennessee Aquarium. They've got that butterfly room.
I love it.
I love that too. When I had all my wildflowers, how fun was that?
It was great.
All the
It was like a little fairy tale almost, walking through your flowers.
I gotta get those planted.
And you could hear the little butterfly's wings.
Because I bet Josie would love that, my little granddaughter. National Potato Chip Day and Save a Spider Day.
You're going to think this is crazy, which I have too, but there's these people on Instagram.
Yeah.
They have saved like the jumping spiders, and then they show a little up close. They do have little faces. They're cute.
Hang out with us. We'll be right back here on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window
This is News
Studio.
Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good Morning Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM. And AM 1400. WHUB Cookeville.
It's bad, but the alternative's worse. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That's what the Senate's minority leader says about the House Republican-passed bill that Chuck Schumer now supports and plans to vote for. And other Democrats may join him today, ahead of the midnight deadline to fund the government. He says a shutdown would be a gift to the president.
The Trump administration would have full authority to deem whole agencies, programs, and personnel non-essential.
Some Democrats are upset at Schumer, like Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
I think there is a deep sense of outrage and betrayal.
2 federal judges are getting in the way of President Trump's big federal layoffs. One in Baltimore put a 2-week halt on firings in multiple agencies after
a U.S. district judge based in San Francisco finding the Trump administration's justification for firing thousands of federal probationary workers to be an unlawful sham. A coalition of labor unions and other organizations suing over the administration's ongoing push to cut the size of the federal workforce, the judge requiring at least 6 federal agencies to immediately offer workers their jobs back.
That's Fox's Kristen Goodwin. President Trump's hoping to meet with or talk to Russian leader Vladimir Putin, still pushing for a 30-day ceasefire Ukraine has agreed to.
We're going to see whether or not Russia's there, and if they're not, it'll be a very disappointing moment for the world.
Putin has not rejected the ceasefire offer, but suggests Russia would need security guarantees. Now to New York City. More protests at Columbia against the attempted deportation of a former grad student accused of supporting Hamas in destructive protests last year.
Columbia University just sent out a campus-wide email to announce it has now suspended, expelled, and revoked degrees of students who participated in the illegal protest occupying a campus building last spring. This disciplinary action, though, coming after the Ivy League school lost $400 million in federal funding last week because the Trump administration says the school failed to protect Jewish students.
That's Chanley Painter. America's listening to Fox News.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024 by USA Today, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, just $189.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 500,000 happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
It's time to throw your overpriced big wireless contract overboard. With a qualifying plan, you can choose an iPhone 14 or a Samsung Galaxy for $0. Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team will make the switch in as little as 10 minutes. No hassle, no gimmicks, just honest-to-goodness wireless price right. Dial pound 250, you say the keywords Pure Talk, claim your new iPhone or Galaxy with a qualifying purchase from Pure Talk, which is America's wireless company. Visit puretalk.com for details.
We mentioned federal funding being taken away from Columbia University. It is hardly the only one dealing with that.
The Trump administration is threatening a range of cuts to federal contracts and research grants as it continues DOJ-related efforts uncovering waste, corruption, and fraud. Among the universities announcing hiring freezes, Harvard University, Johns Hopkins, the University of Washington, Northwestern, the University of Pittsburgh, and Columbia University's Medical School. Others have instituted steep budget and spending cuts as a result of the loss of funding. In February, the Trump administration announced cuts to the National Institutes of Health grants for research institutions, totaling $100 million. Sue Guzman, Fox News.
As President Trump works to slash federal jobs and spending, he's digging in on tariffs.
We've been ripped off for years, and we're not going to be ripped off anymore. No, I'm not going to bend at all. Aluminum or steel or cars We're not going to bend. We've been ripped off as a country for many, many years.
The president is threatening even more, like a 200% tariff on alcohol from the European Union, unless the EU cancels a 50% tariff on American whiskey, which is part of the retaliation to American tariffs on steel and aluminum. The Dow plunged another 537 points, continuing a big March sell-off over tariffs and worry they'll hurt the economy. The Dow's lost over 3,000 points so far this month. But this morning, an attempted rebound, Dow and NASDAQ futures are both rising. In the NBA, a milestone.
Curry thought about three. He'll put up a three. There it is. Number 4,000. A shot for the ages from a player for the ages.
On TNT, Steph Curry, the NBA's all-time leader in three-pointers, became the first player in league history to make 4,000 three-point shots. Steph Curry reached the milestone Thursday in the Warriors' 130-104 win over the Sacramento Kings.
That's Jared Max. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Of the 162 schools that have already signaled an intent to participate in the Tennessee Education Freedom Scholarship Program, none are from Putnam County. That, according to a release from the State Department of Education this week, the Herald-Citizen reporting that Cumberland County's Trinity Academy has expressed interest in the program. Several downtown Baxter businesses had to be evacuated Thursday after a gas line ruptured near the intersection of 4th Avenue and Broad Street. Baxter Fire Chief Matt White said nearby construction work damaged the line. The all clear given around 11:30 after crews repaired the line. The DeKalb County grand jury has indicted the man who stands accused of kidnapping and raping a woman in December of 2024. 34-year-old Timothy Ryan Lawson is charged with 2 counts of aggravated kidnapping and rape. Sheriff's deputies say he held a woman against her will and raped her a total of 5 times. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:06 now.
And coming up at 7:30, we have Coach Kim Roseman from Tennessee Tech's women's basketball head coach, and going to the, state? I'm getting mixed up with the high school.
Oh, Tech, they play in college.
Sheila, you know their college.
They're going to the NCAA.
NCAA, that's it. I'm professional.
Oh my gosh.
High today, 75.
Crazy.
We got here? 54. Just throwing it out there.
There's a...
I hope Kim will decide to come on in.
There's a story on Reddit's Am I the Jerk? I was told that by my mom that I didn't have to say a-hole, that I could say jerk. And that
she's heard it.
Yeah, and that'd be less embarrassing for her at church.
I agree with her.
So
I didn't like it. It always made me feel like, ooh, who's listening?
There's a pregnant lady and her husband. They'd picked out a name for their baby, but they hadn't made it official yet. Despite that, her mother-in-law went and got the baby's name tattooed on her wrist.
Okay.
The couple eventually decided to go with a different name. And when the mother-in-law found out, she was furious. And now she's demanding that they change it back. The woman says even her husband is asking his wife to reconsider just to keep peace, but says she won't do it. This is a classic mom versus wife.
And that puts the husband in such a predicament.
Yeah.
He loves both.
Right.
Mama's the one that gave him life. There's no win in this situation.
And I'll just tell you, if you're married or dating a mama's boy, I'll tell you who wins.
Mama every time.
Every time.
Every time. But why would you want to put your husband in that spot?
Well, that, and why would the mom want to ruin that?
Yeah.
I get wanting to have your grandbaby's name tattooed on you. Believe me, I do.
Mm-hmm.
And but here's what I learned in all that, because whenever Maddie had Matthias,
Mm-hmm.
I was all like, she would send some pictures and I'd be like, oh my gosh. And I posted one on Facebook.
Yeah.
And she wasn't necessarily mad at me, but she was like, hey, will you ask me first before you post pictures? And that's why I don't post a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
I don't want to get in trouble with Maddie.
Right.
And I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. So if you got a woman who's pregnant,
yeah,
who's about to give birth or has given birth, that's a hard thing, and I'm sure the mom knows that, that's her, that, she makes the rules during that time. Don't you think?
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
And if those are the rules, those are the rules. So I think she should have waited.
I do too.
And
because that was their time as a couple.
Right. That's her
introducing the name and the child to everybody.
Yeah, I think that's the mom-in-law's fault.
I think she was excited, wasn't thinking, or wanted to be first.
She was excited. I get it. Being excited for grandkids.
Yeah.
I get it. Believe me. I'm ridiculous.
But that's also, you need to think about them as a couple too.
That's right.
And not, well, she shouldn't have put her son in that predicament.
Right. So it was all, that's all on her.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you do about it.
It's done and over with now. I guess she could have it lasered off, but why? That is the grandchild's name.
Yeah, or just go get something to cover it up, or, whatever. These tattoo artists are good at doing different things.
Yeah.
With a tattoo you want covered up.
They really are.
They can turn it into whatever.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I think that would be hard too.
And then just get the grandkid's name on your other wrist or arm or over your heart.
Oh, that was sweet, Jason. Over your heart.
Because that's what I thought about.
You're so proud of yourself, being sweet.
Well, I hardly ever am, according to you.
You pick a lot.
So we're going the who is the jerk in that? Mom-in-law, son, or wife?
I hate saying mom-in-law.
It's her.
She meant what?
It's her. It's definitely not the husband.
He's in the middle.
He's just in the middle. He's just trying to keep peace.
Bless his heart.
He's trying to referee his women.
Yeah. And that's the hardest thing in the world.
It can't be
We get out of control.
They can't be refereed.
No. And in that way, he cannot take sides. He loses on everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of referees.
Yeah.
That White County game, the White County girls.
Uh-huh.
Unbelievably terrible referee during the game.
Oh.
That guy shouldn't be allowed to referee another basketball.
Ooh, that's big words right there.
Awful.
I'm
not saying it cost White County the game, because I try not to blame referees for that, because
Well, it sounds like you're playing a blame
used
game.
to making.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that the White County coach is not saying that that's why. But one of the worst jobs I've ever seen, to the point that it looked like the other referees knew it was real bad. I mean, like, even the look on their face was like, what's he doing? Just some terrible calls.
So wonder what the deal was.
I don't know.
Did they have a little talk with him, you think?
I don't know. White County's coach got a technical, I think, about it. Oh, it was awful. I can't wait to. You should have heard Noah on the broadcast.
I bet he went wild.
He did not. Even
because Noah, he doesn't hold back when he thinks something.
But even Jacob.
Jacob.
And he's about as level-headed as you can get.
And don't get me wrong, he's exciting to hear the call.
Right, but
he doesn't say the things that Noah says.
Yeah, Noah's like, that's horrendous. Noah stopped just short of he should be drug out and killed.
So, what did Jacob say?
Jacob's like, that is terrible. That's a lot
for Jacob.
Yeah. And so it was real bad. But you know what? Way to go, White County girls. 28 years since she even got to the state.
Right.
It was an amazing run. Great job.
And we had some of the juniors in here the other day. Just sweet girls, too.
Yeah.
Just worked hard. And you could tell they all had such a great, attitude about it. And they were such a great team.
Yeah.
So.
But congratulations to the Cookeville girls. They made it on to the next round. And at least the top two scorers were two that were in here with us.
Yeah.
That Kaylee or Kate. I can't remember her name, but the one we had trouble remembering.
Right. Remembering how to say the name.
Right. And
was it Carol Lee? No. And that's what I thought it was at first.
Yeah, Carol Lee. Yeah. She did great during the game. So congratulations to the White County Warriorettes. Great job. Sorry you had to deal with that one particular referee, and congratulations to the Cookeville Cavs.
It's really hard to go that far, and then for anybody to lose, and anybody, because they're both great teams, and when you get that far, it's great teams, and you want a good call of it, even with the refs.
That's right, but it was pretty bad. Anyway,
you were feeling for our girls.
I was. I'm ready to drive to Murfreesboro and hunt down that guy and be like, what are you talking about?
Listen here, dude.
Listen here, what are you talking about? Let's go back to the replay. Let me show you what you've done.
Ooh, I like that.
'Cause I think refs need to be refereed too.
Yeah.
I think there needs to be somebody that probably when that game was over went and grabbed him up and went, well, you're done. I'm sorry, but you're terrible.
You got this, and this wrong.
Why don't you go on home and we'll talk about this later?
Or do it like a parent. Why don't you sit down and think about what you've done, and we will see if you get to go on to the next.
Wait till your father gets home.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Exactly.
Coming up, Coach Kim Roseman from the Tennessee Tech women's basketball team. They're playing in the big dance, and we'll talk to her about that and talk about what all's happening on Sunday for the selection show. So we'll get to that in just a little bit too. Here on Good Morning Cookeville, live in the Willow Window studio. We'll be.
This responsible gaming message is brought to you by the Tennessee Lottery. When you play the lottery, it's important to play responsibly. Know your limit and spend only what you can afford. Set a budget and stick to it. And remember, as long as you're having fun, you're always a winner in our book. The Tennessee Lottery is a proud supporter of National Problem Gambling Awareness Month. To learn more about problem gambling resources, visit tnlottery.com.
Around here, sunrise only means one thing. It's time to get to work. Whether you're hauling, herding, baling, or raking, Kubota tractors and hay tools are built to make hay any day, including while the sun shines. Learn more about how Kubota is built to get the job done right at KubotaUSA.com. Go to KubotaUSA.com/disclaimers for full disclaimers.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. Have you ever really spent time planning for life after work? If not, you're not alone. For most, it's a scary thought. Making sense of investments, Social Security, Medicare. To make it worse, the advice people typically get is from salespeople or family members who got their information from salespeople. We are here to take the mystery and fear out of retirement. The next step is yours. Call 615-851-1950 or go to paulwinkler.com. That website is paulwinkler.com, creating confident investors.
And now located in Cookeville.
Call us before you dig. Accidents are caused each year because someone broke a gas line that they didn't know was there. Remember, not all of our lines are in the street. They go through your yard to the house. Don't take a chance. The Cookeville Gas Department will gladly check any area before you dig and tell you if there are any gas lines present. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas. Energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window studio. It's 7:20 now.
A high today around 75. We've got 54 right now. And Coach Kim Roseman will be in at 7:30, so stick around for that. Tennessee Tech women's basketball head coach.
In 1938, Superman appeared in the comic book for the first time. So it's
when was that, 68?
38.
Oh, 38.
1938.
I was thinking 68?
Oh.
Okay.
And in 1794, Eli Whitney had patented the cotton gin.
Oh, Eli Whitney. Not cotton gin.
Isn't that pretty cool? I mean,
yeah, 1700.
Yeah, to be thinking of that kind of stuff.
He was ahead of his time for sure.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely he was.
Entrepreneur in the 1700s.
Find something else here. Love, marriage, and packing on the pounds. Now, this is, for me, this is the first time I've ever been over 200 pounds. I have lost some weight, though.
You have.
People were telling me that I was fat.
Whoa. That, and that was a picture that fell in the room. We weren't even touching it. There's proof on it. Everything okay?
I don't know.
That was really loud.
Oh my gosh.
It was woo.
That scared me to death. Those of you watching on Hub Plus.
I don't know if that picked up as loud as it was on the microphones, but in the room with it, I thought somebody was coming through the wall. You okay, Jason? I've never seen you jump like that before, Jason. What did you think that was? Because he couldn't see it happening.
It scared me to death.
Did you think the Kool-Aid man was coming through the wall, honey?
I know what was happening. I hadn't touched it.
I know. I don't know why it fell.
Oh, my.
Okay, back to work.
Ooh.
Jason, you're not saying anything. We're on the radio. We're on the air. We're on TV.
According to a new study, married men are 3 times more likely to be obese compared to single guys. Well, duh.
Woo.
Right?
I don't think God liked you talking about married men. And he threw the picture off the wall.
Researchers in Poland found that simply getting older increases the risk of being overweight.
Yeah.
But men and women have different attitudes about gaining weight. They conclude that women generally accept being overweight, but they're less likely to accept being obese. Women seem more likely to eat right and exercise more, while guys are just less willing to take the necessary steps to keep their weight in check. So there just comes a time with our age and marriage that we're like, you know what? We don't have to impress anybody anymore.
So she's going to love me no matter what.
Right. She put a ring on it. This is what she gets.
Love me or lose me. Is that picture still trying to get you?
I think so.
Jason keeps looking around, thinking that picture frame that fell.
Mike, the engineer, he just texts, damn.
So funny.
I can't wait to watch the replay of that.
I can't even describe how my heart was beating so fast when that happened, though, because it was just like wham. Jason, it was at a loss for words.
I mean,
he's never at a loss for words.
When the picture jumps off at you, you've done something. I mean,
oh my
I
goodness!
think I should just go home.
It really did jump off the wall and tried to get you.
I mean,
you're really stunned by this.
Willow Window. They are trying to make your home beautiful again.
They are, yeah.
Maybe that was I need to say that more.
Yeah, you're ignoring it. Making your home beautiful again. Willow Window Studio.
It made a place on the wall
I can't
too.
see.
This is crazy.
This is crazy.
Politicians are cracking down on beer pong tables because I guess they got nothing else to do. The College Park City Council in Maryland has proposed an amendment to the city code that will forbid residents from keeping beer pong tables in their front or side yards. To be clear, the politicians are not suggesting a ban on beer pong tables. They just don't want people to see them in your yard.
If it's your yard.
If it's your yard.
What difference does it make?
100%.
Your property that you paid for, unless
That's
it's
right.
a stolen beer pong table.
Yeah.
Why should you care?
Now, granted, I'd probably keep mine in the backyard.
I would too. I wouldn't be in the front yard with it.
If that's your property and you're making payments on it and all that stuff, then, that's yours.
That's yours.
If you pay taxes on it, and they can just hush up. That's the way I look at it.
Can they hush up?
Yeah, that's what I think. If you're the rightful owner,
No, I agree with you.
paying
100%.
taxes,
Hush up.
yeah, hush up about it. And then the best Nintendo Switch games, number 1, The Legend of Zelda. It came out in 2017.
Never ever played it. I've heard of her.
I've seen it played. My son has played it before.
I've not even seen it played, Jason.
And Tetris is still hanging in. Tetris 99.
Tetris.
It comes in at number 4. I did love Tetris.
I was really good at that back in the day. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it was slow back in the day, too.
That's probably why I was good at it.
All right, well.
How's your heart?
Finally slowed down. Coming up next, we've got Coach Kim Roseman from the Tennessee Tech women's basketball team being here. Selection Sunday is this Sunday. We'll talk about that, where you can come watch it with the team and celebrate them, and also what it was like winning that OVC championship trophy. And we may have to talk about her dance moves.
Oh, yeah.
She's got some.
You said she's a good dancer.
She was in there getting down. I
I
mean,
think she'll show us here? A few moves?
I don't know. I'm afraid to ask now.
I don't want to knock any other things off the wall.
Right. Anyway, it's all coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window studio. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Of the 162 schools that have already signaled an intent to participate in the Tennessee Education Freedom Scholarship Program, none are from Putnam County. That according to a release from the State Department of Education this week, the Herald Citizen reporting that Cumberland County's Trinity Academy has expressed interest in the program. Several downtown Baxter businesses had to be evacuated Thursday after a gas line ruptured near the intersection of 4th Avenue and Broad Street. Baxter Fire Chief Matt White said nearby construction work damaged the line. The all clear given around 11:30 after crews repaired the line. The DeKalb County grand jury has indicted the man who stands accused of kidnapping and raping a woman in December of 2024. 34-year-old Timothy Ryan Lawson is charged with 2 counts of aggravated kidnapping and rape. Sheriff's deputies say he held a woman against her will and raped her a total of 5 times. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. Yesterday in Murfreesboro, the White County Warriorettes saw their season come to a close, losing to Dyersburg 52-42 in the Class 3A state quarterfinals. The Cookeville Lady Cavaliers are back in the state semifinals after their 49-37 win against Lincoln County. Carolee Gilbert led the Lady Cavs in scoring with 19 points. In the SEC tournament yesterday, Ole Miss beat Arkansas 83-80, Missouri over Mississippi State 85-73, and Texas beat Texas A&M in double overtime 94-89. The Longhorns move on to play Tennessee in the SEC tournament quarterfinals today at 2:30. Golden State Warrior Steph Curry became the first player in NBA history to hit 4,000 career three-pointers. Curry passed the previous record of 2,973 back in 2021 and now continues to add on to his own record with 4,000 plus. Join us today on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel as the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers play Bartlett in the 4A state semifinals at 7:15 this evening. We'll also have website coverage on UpperCumberlandReporter.com for Van Buren County and York Institute. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank.
TRN News.
A woman under arrest after her plane was forced to return to the Nashville airport. Authorities say 43-year-old Cassandra Heilman started acting up after the plane departed on Wednesday from BNA, so pilots decided to turn around. They say her speech was slurred, her eyes watery, and she smelled of booze. Heilman is charged with disorderly conduct and public intoxication. A man in jail after kidnapping another man and forcing him to withdraw cash. A Mr. King Jewelers employee became suspicious Tuesday afternoon after 2 men came in and tried to buy a watch. One man told him on his cell phone, "Don't do it." The employee notified the security guard, and Derricus Brown was arrested after allegedly trying to use the victim's credit card at a store next door. The man had been kidnapped earlier that morning and forced to withdraw thousands at a Regions Bank. Brown is facing charges including kidnapping. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
So you take the mouse and click over there, and then you can choose someone you want to call.
My niece. I click here?
Uh-huh.
This is Louisa. Recently, she got help going online to chat with her family back home.
Okay, so then you want to hit that green button.
This is her first time on the internet and her first time seeing her niece in 5 years. Louisa doesn't know what to expect.
Luisa? Oh my gosh, there she is. This is amazing. It's so good to see you. You look so pretty.
But this is definitely way beyond.
Oh my gosh.
See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. That's 1-855-387-9166.
Oh, I've missed you. Oh, Me too.
Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
Tomorrow is Tennessee Tree Day, the State Environmental Council celebrating by giving away free trees. They'll be available at 165 locations across the state Saturday. Native species like flowering dogwood, white oak, and black cherry are being offered. Donations are appreciated. More information can be found at tectn.org. Dollywood preparing to celebrate their milestone 40th anniversary. Dolly Parton's award-winning theme park at her hometown of Pigeon Forge opens today. It's been closed for the past few months because of the average temperature at Dollywood, about 45 degrees in January and February. Ticket information can be found online at Dollywood.com. The SEC Party in the Park returning to Nashville. It's today and tomorrow at the Music City Walk of Fame Park in line with the SEC Men's Basketball Tournament at Bridgestone Arena. The free gathering will include live music, food trucks, and a large video screen to watch the games. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. Skies will be mostly sunny for much of the day, with highs climbing into the mid-70s. Winds may be gusty at times. Storms will be working their way toward our region overnight, bringing the potential for severe weather by early Saturday morning. Damaging winds, large hail, and even a tornado or two are all possible.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:34 now.
We're so excited to have Tennessee Tech's head coach of the women's basketball team, Coach Kim Roseman, in here with us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness, what a feat.
Look, it's incredible now when you stop to think. When you're in the midst of it, you can't really stop to think about
Right.
what
You just
you're
got to
doing.
keep
It's just
going.
to the next game. But, you know, from a winning 17 games in a row to winning 26 games for the season, first time in 35 years to winning the regular season title and the OVC title. That hasn't happened in 25 years. This team continues to rewrite history, and we're not done yet. And, you know, we get a chance to go to the NCAA tournament, and we'll find out Sunday night who we're playing. And I know we'll talk more about the selection show party in just a minute, but very proud of what this group has done and just an incredible group of young women.
I think we also need to talk about your dance moves.
We might not want to talk about those.
No, I think
He was bragging about you.
I see. Did you see Coach? I mean, Coach.
A rhythm, huh?
Coach got in there, was getting it done. You know.
Right. That's right.
And so, I mean, is dancing a thing for you,
Not really, but this team kind of brings it out in me a little bit. They're a fun group to be around, so it's kind of hard not to enjoy them. And I think they get a big laugh and kick out of when I do it. So.
Well, we could tell that they really enjoy. That they're really enjoying you doing that. You know, you could tell that lifted. I mean, their spirits didn't need to be lifted, but that brought it all together.
Well, you know, I think all you have to do is watch the videos of our team, and you understand why. One of the reasons why we've been so successful, and that's the chemistry and the connection.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know how you get that with so many girls, but they do have just something different
Well,
about
Sheila,
them.
you just said it. It is hard these days.
Yes.
It really is to get 12 to 15 young people to buy into something that, you know, is bigger than themselves. And, you know, and when they don't get what they want, to be able to still put the team first. And this team I've coached for 25 years, and this team has done it as well, if not better, than any team that I've ever been associated with. They've prioritized winning over what they want individually, whether that be stats, whether that be minutes, whether that be individual accolades. They have put the team first, and that is rare and hard to get people to do.
If you could
these
bottle
days.
it up, you would.
I
but
know,
it's
right? I would probably coach until I was 80,
Yeah.
God willing, if if you had that every year. But it's a special group.
Yeah.
How hard is it to? Maybe I just the wrong words because I don't think you can coach culture.
Right.
But how do you build that culture? Because that's what you. I think that's a reason that you've been so successful at
no
Tech is
question.
you spent time building a culture. Now it's just how it is.
Well, I think first it starts with knowing what your culture is and who you are and what you stand for on and off the court. And then you recruit to that.
Yeah.
And then you get players that buy into that and believe in that. And then you have to have leaders. And I don't just mean coaches. You know, the best teams are player-led. And we are player-led. Our leadership has been the best that I've had in 25 years of coaching. And it starts with Anna Walker and Peyton Carter, those two fifth-year seniors that came back and believed in us and bought into us. And then
You mean Anna Blocker, right?
Anna Blocker, I like that. I like Anna will like that as well.
No one's called her that yet?
No, but that's creative. Look at you.
Oh, that's Jason,
Very clever. Very
All
clever.
right.
I like it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. But those two young women, their leadership, and then, you know, we added 2 transfer seniors in Keely Carter and Terrace Thornton, and then I can't leave out Reagan Grimes. I mean, what she has done. And then, you know, one of the pieces that hadn't gotten talked about is, you know, our local star, Reagan Hurst, who got hurt in October. And boy, that was a gut punch when we lost her. I mean, one of our best returning players. But she's also, you know, even though she's been injured, shown great leadership. So, you know, when you've got a group that has your back as a coach like that and believes in what you're doing, it makes the locker room much, much easier. But your leaders have to buy in, and those kids have bought in full-heartedly.
It's also a very we're talking about this. It's a very fun team to watch. It's also a fun brand of basketball that you guys play. It's not boring.
Yeah, well, and here's why it's fun. We have 6 players.
Because you win.
Because we win. But here's why one of the reasons why we win. We have 6 players that average in double figures. That is unheard of.
Yeah, it is.
Unheard of.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. 6 players that are averaging in double figures. We had 6 players that scored in double figures on Friday. You know, the best word, I can use a lot of great adjectives to describe this team, but they are so unselfish. And I mean, we've got really good players, but they are bought into the team concept. They share the basketball and they play for each other. And when you have that, you know, and you have talent and you have character, and we have all that, you can win a lot of games.
Well, I imagine winning too makes it easier to recruit.
No question.
I mean, I say probably sometimes it may be a little hard to get, you know, a great player to come to Cookeville, to come to Tennessee Tech. Maybe they've got offers other places, but to go, you know, hey, well, do you want to go to the tournament or not?
Yeah. No.
Do you want to win a championship or not?
Yeah.
And so I imagine that's a really great selling point.
It is. And winners attract winners, right?
Yeah.
You know, and we want young women in our locker room that come from winning programs and that know how to win. You know, it makes it, again, as a coach, you know, if you get kids that understand what a championship locker room looks like, it doesn't matter what level it is.
Right.
You know, that makes it much, much easier. So there's no question, you know, and the history here of Tennessee Tech for women's basketball. I mean, if you follow women's basketball, you know what this program has been about. It's been about nothing but winning.
Yeah.
And, you know, people want to be part of winning.
Yeah, every time. Yeah. And then to be in this area of Tennessee where girls
basketball
and women's basketball,
it's a hotbed.
It's important.
Absolutely.
It's important to people in this area. It's
No
not
doubt.
it's not a whatever.
Yeah.
It's a man, let's go watch. I mean, even in high school, the crowds are a little bit bigger even for a lot of the girls games. At Tech even. The crowds are bigger. I've been and I've watched a big crowd, and then not like everybody leaves or something like that. It's not ridiculous, but you can tell there's a difference.
Well, women's basketball and girls basketball matters in this area. I mean, and again, you talk about winning. I mean, Cookeville High School is in the state tournament. Won last night. White County got to the state tournament. York, is playing again today. And what Upperman, has done, through the years, what Dana and her teams have done. I mean, girls
what
basketball.
What is it about this area?
Well, I mean,
it's
first
like
of all,
the whole Upper Cumberland
it's
has.
the coaching.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got some of the best high school coaches in the state right here in this area. You know, you just had one in Brent Smith that retired. You know, they won it last year. Pickett County. You know, I can, you know, and what Leslie's done at Livingston, I can go on and on and on. You know, just but you've got tremendous coaching, you know, and the legend at Clark Range, Lamar Rogers.
That's right.
You know, I mean, we have legendary coaches in this area, you know, and so it starts, you know, it always starts at the top with leadership, but then just the talent level. And again, people invest in girls basketball here, you know, and like what
parents are all in.
Parents
too.
are all in. The fans are all in, and the fans that we had that came and supported us in Evansville, we had the biggest crowd there was, you know. And now Southern Indiana had a great crowd, but our crowd, but they were hometown.
Right.
Our crowd rivaled that. We drove our fans drove 4 hours to support us, you know.
I know you're not a big you know, Tennessee Vols person, but I mean Pat Summit. I mean,
well, I am a big Pat Summit person.
Having that as a legacy for the whole state has to help as well.
No question. Well, working at Vanderbilt for 9 years, that Orange was our rival, so I still have a lot of that in me. But what Pat Summit did for all of us, and did not only for women's basketball, but women's athletics in general, how she moved the needle and what a leader she was and what an advocate she was. I mean, all of us growing up in the game, I mean, we owe so much to what Pat did.
I mean, it seems like I remember, I don't know if I was watching a documentary or something, but when she became the head coach at Tennessee, I don't even think that was a paid position.
Right, yeah.
I mean, not.
I think it was paid, but it wasn't very much.
Right.
It wasn't
like,
very
what?
much.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was nothing compared to what, you know, men's basketball or anything like that. I mean,
But she
like
filled the
nothing.
seats eventually.
Well, yeah.
At that point, I don't even know if there were a lot of scholarships even being given in women's basketball.
That's why I'm so excited for even the girls in high school, knowing that they can have a future if they want a future in basketball.
Right, no
That's
question.
exciting
No
for
question.
women.
Yeah, and what Title IX did,
Yes.
you know, so many years ago, what it got started, and then the explosion of what has happened over the last 2 and 3 years in collegiate women's basketball with Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, you know, the star power. I mean, if I asked you guys right now, hey, name the men's college stars, you probably couldn't, but you could say Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. You know, I just think we've had a product over the last 3 or 4 years.
I'm a big Dalton Connect guy.
Yeah. But we've had a product for women's basketball that has just really burst onto the scene and grabbed everybody's attention and pulled people in that maybe in the past haven't followed women's basketball.
What about the NIL? I know that NIL's recently gotten started for Tennessee Tech, and that's a have to now.
Yeah, no question. You know, and really, you know, the collective is a piece where, look, college athletics is changing, whether you like it or whether you don't.
Right.
You know, it is changing, and it's either you adapt and change or you're going to get left behind.
Yeah.
You know, and I think there's a lot of misconception out there with NIL and collective because you know, most of these kids aren't getting paid hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's, you know, now when it comes to Power 4 football, sure,
yeah.
You know, and when it comes to Power 4 basketball, sure. But the majority of Division I athletes aren't seeing that. And
they're still putting in the same time.
Exactly.
Same practice, same everything else. And am I right? Are not allowed to even have a job.
Well, they can have a job. In the past they couldn't, but but the problem is they don't. It is a full.
They don't have time for a job.
They've got a full-time job.
Right.
I mean, between going to class and being a student athlete, and then the hours that are required to put in, they've got a full-time job.
We're talking to the Tennessee Tech women's basketball coach Kim Roseman here, OVC champion coach, and about to go to the big dance. We'll talk about what all is happening on Sunday with the selection show coming up in just a minute. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window studio. Hang on.
This is the best time to buy America's best-selling trucks. This is Ford Truck Month. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. Now is the time to buy a new Ford truck from Ford of Cookeville. You can get up to $15,000 off MSRP for a limited time during Ford Truck Month. All of our trucks are marked down to the best prices they'll have all year. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnofCookeville.com.
Hey, Golden Eagle fans, get ready to put on your dancing shoes. This is Kim Roseman, head women's basketball coach of your 2025 Ohio Valley Conference champions. And we want you to join us for March Madness this Sunday, March 16th at Midtown Social, as we celebrate a historic season and find out where our Golden Eagles will be headed in the NCAA tournament. For the first time in 25 years, your Tennessee Tech women's basketball team has claimed both the regular season and tournament championships. And with 26 wins and counting, this team has secured the most victories in 35 years, and we're not done yet. Come be part of the excitement at our NCAA Selection Show party. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. and the selection show starts at 7 p.m. That's this Sunday, March 16th at Midtown Social. We can't wait to celebrate with you. Wings up.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time. Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, Exceptional Bean, Royal House of Cheese. Go to halfpriceuppercumberland.com. Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
If you're struggling to pay the mortgage, Making Home Affordable is a free government resource that can make it easier. Call 888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Sorry, we got to talking to Coach off the air. And
we got excited.
Totally forgot about y'all. It's 7:51 now.
And the coach we're talking about is Kim Roseman, Tennessee Tech head women's basketball coach. The thing I was wanting to ask, I know you can't rest on your laurels too much, but you do need to celebrate, I was going to say the small things, but this is a big thing, OVC champs.
Right.
And then you still have to prepare for going to NCAA. So how do you celebrate without letting it just go extreme and getting in their head?
Sheila, that's a great question because you don't get to do that during the season. You know, we play on Thursdays and Saturdays, and you know, when we win on Thursday, it's literally on to the next because you're playing, you know, in almost 48 hours again.
Yeah.
So you definitely don't get to enjoy that one. Then you get to enjoy a Saturday win a little bit on Sunday, but then you have to come back in and get back to work, and so you
Get
can't
focused.
and get
Yeah.
focused. The great thing about the timing of the OVC tournament, and we are, the Ohio Valley Conference is the first conference that punches their ticket. We are the
I didn't
very
know that.
first team every year that punches their ticket to the NCAA tournament.
Oh, cool.
Because our championship is played first, the women's championship. So, it is a full week. There's still a lot of, the men's SEC tournament is going on right now in Nashville, and the ACC men's tournament, still a lot of women's tournaments going on. But we get a whole week. When we win our OVC tournament, this is the first time that those kids get to sit back, and I let them. And now we still go in and we practice, but I told them on Monday when we met, I said, you're going to get a whole week just to kind of glow in what you've done, because we don't know our opponent next. And so Sunday night, the selection show starts at 7 o'clock. We'll find out who we play. And then by the time we get back to campus from 8 o'clock until probably about 2 o'clock in the morning, our staff will be working on our opponent. And then we'll come back in on Monday. And then we get back down to work. And, we don't want to just go to the tournament. We want to go win. We want to go win some games. And so, but they get this week to really take in and soak in the historic season that they've had. And we want to let them do that.
And the camaraderie that they have on and off the court. Yeah,
exactly.
The OVC, especially in women's basketball, the level of competition has gone up every single year.
It is really good.
And I really hope that the tournament gives the conference the respect that it deserves.
Yeah.
Because I think last time you played in the play-in
game,
which was cool.
Yeah. Right. It ended up being really cool because we got to win. Yeah,
Right.
there's no question.
But do you think that they will that the OVC has enough respect now that they're going to put you straight into the tournament, especially with all the accomplishments?
Yeah. Well, and I think it depends on the team and the program, and just like you said, 2 years ago, we weren't the favorite. We weren't picked to win, so it was quote unquote an upset when we beat Little Rock, and we got a play-in game, and had to win to get to that Saturday, which was incredible for our program.
Were you kidding?
But we were a 16th seed, which is the lowest seed, and projections right now with what our net is, with our overall record of 26-5, 17 straight wins, the strength of our schedule, we're going to get bumped up what we think to a 15 seed, which now when you can get in that 12, 13 seed, that's where you want to be. So we've still got some work to do.
Sure.
But the respect for our program nationally is growing, and so I love that now we're moving on up. That's kind of been our theme song all year, but we're moving on up. As far as in the where we think we're going to get seeded in the NCAA tournament. Now that will probably mean if we are a 15 seed that we won't get the play-in game. But we will play a number 2 on their home court, which is challenging. That's the difference in the women's tournament and the men's. We still play on the top 4 seeds.
What an opportunity!
1,000%.
Yeah.
You're going to be playing in front of a packed house.
Sure.
One of the top 10 teams in the country. And so just to be on that platform and get that opportunity, and I'm going to tell you this about our team. This is a team that is going to fight and battle. It doesn't matter if it's the number 1 team in the country or the number 10 team in the country. And so we're going to give whoever we play a fight and a battle.
Oh, they're scrappers.
They are scrappers, no doubt about that.
And do you think you're going to start wearing some of those crazy clothes like LSU's coaches?
Well, I'm not on Kim Mulkey level. She's won enough national championships that she can wear whatever she wants and about say whatever she wants and get away with it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to stick to my Nike pullovers right now.
Yeah, well, I just think it's so fun. because she seems like a sweet lady.
I've known Kim for a lot of years.
But
she's a competitor. Now, sweet would not be the word I would put with her, but a good lady. She's a good lady.
This year she's been giving out presents and stuff before. It's like, here's a present. I'm about to kill you. It's kind of what it's like.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Here's a little gift for you. Bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Yeah.
Exactly. She still gets that Southern hospitality in there.
Right. Yeah. She just seemed, and I've noticed that too a lot with women's basketball. The coaches, except for maybe the Gino guy, are all all real complimentary of each other, and there's
a mutual respect,
some camaraderie there.
Listen, it is coaching. It is a fraternity, a sorority, and when we all come up in this together, and you see each other struggle, you see each other succeed. We're on the road together recruiting all summer long, and so we are all connected in some way,
It's like, I don't hate you, but I want to beat you.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So while there is, there's a rivalry and there's competition, there's also a lot of respect there.
And that Gino may be a good guy, but he said bad stuff about Pat Summit, so I'm out on him.
So Gino's out.
Yeah, well, at least for me, I'm out on him.
And if he said anything about Kim Roseman,
well, he probably doesn't know who Kim Roseman is.
he would be dead to me.
He's about to find out.
That's right.
He's about to find out.
About to find out. Coming up on Sunday, it's the selection show. We're going to be at Midtown Social, and we'd love for you to come by and see us and see the team. 5:30 is when it opens. 5:45 is when the team gets there.
Yeah, we'll all the fans will line up at 5:45. The team will arrive at 6, and then we'll have a little pre-party, and then the selection show is at 7 p.m.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing everybody there, and because it is open to the public.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
and look, we want Cookeville and the Upper Cumberland, and heck, all of Middle Tennessee. We'd love for it to be standing room only, and the fire marshals to come in. Now, Midtown Social may not like that, but we want as many people and many people as we can there to celebrate this amazing group of young women, and also be there with us to see history and find out where we're going in the NCAA tournament. And there's a patio outside, and it's going to be some finger food there and championship memorabilia sold. So we want to see everybody there.
All right, y'all come out and see us, and we'll see you back here on Monday. It's Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio. Have a great weekend. Bye.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHUB Cookeville.